Find you. I'm used to waiting. Are you? Would you be waiting there too? I'm used to staying. Would you?
Oh, what the hell happened? Excuse me? What the shit? That was not planned. I have no idea what that was. And I do not know how good my levels are for anything. But hi! It has been a while. Give me a second. I did something and now I have to fix it. See, I went to go and lower this volume because I don't want to listen to it, but now I have to change this volume again. So, I don't know if your chats will show up on my end because the multi-stream, and this is my first time ever doing it. So, if anybody chats, would love to see if that ends up working out for me. Don't know if it will. Don't know if it won't. Have no idea what is going to happen. But we are making an attempt. And this is my first ever stream with this model. Oh my god, I'm stuck. First ever stream with this model. First ever stream with my new PC as well. Excuse me. Wake up, me. Give me a moment. Hey, buddy. Calibrate. I know you were working just a minute ago. When I have to look at what I'm drawing. So, as we can see, I am Team Crystals for this art fight. I love Team Crystals. I love me some shiny rocks. Give me a minute, I'm doodling. I love me some. Shiny rocks, baby. Shiny rocks. No, if only my page decor was as cute as the idea of being Team Crystals is. Team Fossils got all the cool stuff this year. Team Fossils just to be out here winning. Oh, I also got a new drawing tablet and so I got an actual PC, so hopefully we'll be seeing some actual games out of me soon. And new monitor and new fun fancy drawing tablet. Oh, test chat! It works! Chat works! Except it doesn't show up on screen because I never figured out how to do that. And then the person that I commissioned to get my chat widget worked on completely disappeared and like ghosted me for the months of like March up until like July, so this month. So I had to cancel that out. Anyway. I don't know what you mean by what's my page. My brain, it no work. Word. Hehe, done set. But I'm glad I can actually see what people are saying. It's a miracle, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, we got a new outfit. Not new outfit. New model. I'm really happy with it. would love to get an actual non-chibi, but I'm in love with my cheeb. I love it. Oh, my Artfight. Not cap. Oh, wait. I simplified it for Artfight. It's error 404 underscore draw. Pretty sure only the error and the draw are capitalized, but I could be wrong. Let me double check. Let me double check. The draw is not capitalized. Don't capitalize draw. It's just error 404 underscore draw. I've been doing my best this year. I've been pulling my weight, actually. If my stream datapad... It's not working still. So, I was gonna pull up what character I was working on using my datapad widget. Not my widget, my scene with my datapad. But it's not working. It's picking up the wrong instance. I don't want it to pick up this one. Maybe I can fix it. Chat, I can fix it. Everything can work. What datapad? Video 2. Kitty, I love you. Shushy. Oh, there it is. I fixed it, guys. I fixed it. Everything works. You won't be able to actually see my profile. Give me a minute. Let me, open link, new tab. That's not working either. Zoom. It's me, error 404 draw, with an art that I made ages ago and just refused to change as my, my profile picture. I just refused to change it off of this. I think it fits. It's fun. It is my 5th year. I have only ever won twice. Let's make it a 3rd time, guys. Let's make it number 3. I have, how many characters do I have? 67. I have 67 characters if you want to attack me. I have a wider range from robots to my VTuber to miscellaneous anthros and other, like, Cookie Run character. Like, I have Cookie Run on here. The elements on my datapad may be a little bit warped, because I cut the corner off to be funny and sci-fi about it, and then I had to, like, actually deal with that to make the screen fit, but you know, it's working out. You know, I have a wider range, including Cuphead character that I made ages ago. Stick figures, mechs, anthros, other miscellaneous items. But also me! Error 404. Hehe. I love this VTuber. I love Artfight. I'm having a great time this year. Now, to get started, may as well. I've been wanting to do some Artfight streams this year, but I just haven't gotten to it. A lot of things have happened over the course of this entire page is stuff that I've done this year, apparently. Yeah, no, a lot of things have happened. And, yeah, you don't feel like you're missing out on Artfight. Artfight is entirely up to you to do, and you don't sweat if you miss it. Don't sweat if you don't feel like doing it, or if you're just there to, like, watch other people do it. It's just for fun. I've been doing it for fun for 5 years, and I've only just this year hit over 100 attacks, so... You know, you don't have to really rush through or do a whole bunch of stuff to, like, force yourself to do it. Don't force yourself, it's there for fun. My cats, good lord. Kitties, what are you doing? Oh, now that's gonna mess my tracking up for, like, ages. But I got attacked by another VTuber, and they did my Among Us OC, because I have one of those. And so, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I can stream Artfight. I tried streaming Artfight last year and it didn't end up working out for me because I was still on my laptop. But I upgraded. I upgraded since then. And this year I put out a hit list, and then I did all of those, and I closed that now. Sorry, guys. But I have been... Every time I get attacked directly, I have made a revenge. I've put effort into revenging every single person that has attacked me this year, and my battle ratio is good this year. Don't look at my overall battle ratio. Don't look at that. But my beautiful, beautiful current battle stats. Over 50%. I've also put some effort into my attacks this year, with a couple new things that I haven't really done often. So I did my first, I think it's my first ever mass attack I have ever done. I did it this year with these very cute Cookie Run characters. I love Cookie Run, I love playing it. I also have Cookie Run set to run in the data pad if I do ever want to show off my Cookie Run propaganda. My Cookie Run nonsense. So I've had really fun with... Really good fun. Bad. That was bad. I had a lot of fun with this attack. It took me a while, but it was fun. And then I also did an animated attack this year, with my bare bones knowledge of animation. It was nuts. Oh, animation. Oh boy. And then other than that, I've been just having a lot of fun experimenting slash not experimenting, just drawing people's characters. This was another VTuber that I found that attacked me. No, they were on my hit list, and this was their VTuber, and they're really cute. I do hope they make it. I hope they end up streaming. I hope I see them someday. They also have a robot or like Windows Vista look about them, so you know, I'm a little partial to robots. Nobody could ever tell that by looking at me. Well, you can still join for this year. You'll be a little, but I won't force you. I look forward to seeing you next year if you join next year. It'll be really fun, I promise. And then this is one of the ones I experimented with my style with. I had a lot of fun doing these strong black shadows and bold colors. This is another one I did in that style. I had a lot of fun with this. I've just been having a good time, even with the ones that have been like really simple. Like I feel really bad for doing the simple ones, but also none of their characters, other than some of their simple ones, have really sparked inspiration. And I always feel bad when somebody like attacks me, or the people who signed up for my hit list and I didn't do them. I feel bad because like their attacks, like not their characters just didn't spark my joy, my inspiration, and I feel really bad. But I'm not gonna force myself into like the art block. That art block to do something that I don't want to draw. But all is well. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been using a few toggles over the course of me getting this going. And my Cheeb has toggles. It is a mirror. I pressed a button and I heard something. That was bad. That was a bad noise. But I love my Cheeb. It's doing everything that I wanted to. It has an angry for when I play games and I get mad at my teammates. It has it has crying. Happy tears, sad tears, who knows if they're tears. We got, confused. We've got... I don't know what this emotion could possibly be, but it's an emotion, and it's there. We've got hearts. I love... We've got sparkles. Another expression of love and joy. We've got... I think this is sweat. I think this is sweating. Like a dog who's eaten something and you look at them and they give you the side eye. We got, anime shame or something. I always forget what this emotion is. And then, we also have the ability to put my fluff. My holographic fluff. I don't really use it all that much. I like it. It's my alternate outfit. I may have to stop and, like, you will hear me, but I'm gonna have to, like, get my cats food at some point during this. But, you know, they're cats. They're my little goober children, and I love them so much. But let's get started. Been doing a lot of cookie run OCs. I wanted to take, like, a break from doing Transformers art. I know I love doing Transformers art, but too many Transformer. Too many moving parts to Transformer. I love Transformer, but too many. God, my hand, it's getting sweaty in this stupid new thing. I don't have anything out. What should I talk about? That's the question. But you know, I've been playing a lot of Cookie Run Kingdom. I have all the cookies but one cookie. Stupid orange cookie. I'm very bad at saving my gems. So, orange cookie out here, causing me problems because I don't have enough gems. Because I've been using them all to try to, like, to advance further into ranked. And I know I don't need to do the ranked, but the rewards in the ranked, I want the statues. All of the background music is from No Copyright Sounds on YouTube, by the way. I am not good at trying to figure out what music I can use and which music I cannot. So hopefully this does not get my stream murdered on Twitch or YouTube. There is a hope that nothing bad happens. Man, I feel like it should be more exaggerated. Become more exaggerated in your pose, boy. No, that's the arm I want to use for the rose. I want to have him holding like a rose, but I want him to like... So that's the hand that has to go like behind him. Art. I love doing art, I say. If there's another child outside the window that you're looking at and then growling at, cat, I'm gonna lose my mind. She does not like... So my cats are, like, stupid. I love them. They're nonsense. They're big dumb. They have no brain. Either of them. So, I have... So, two of them, Nexus and Solus. And Nexus is slim, but territorial. She hates seeing things that are bigger than her outside of the window. So that includes regular passers-by, deer, children from the neighbors. Nothing. What? Like, literally one night she was just growling at nobody. And, you know, she does what she wants. And then I've got Solus, and she's chunky but chill. And she wants to live inside my skin. She is so clingy. I love her, but oh, when it's like 90 degrees outside, you do not want like a 16-pound cat trying to crawl into your skin. I've been trying to get her to lose some weight. She's healthy for now, but efforts have been made to get her into a more healthy weight zone. She resists all of my attempts. She wants to be chunky at this point. Everything that I have done to help her, she's like, no. I had to switch to, like, feeding my cats salmon-based foods because Nexus developed a chicken allergy and started, like, developing this, like, bumpy stuff and, like, licking her fur off of her body, and I'm just like, no! You can't do that! That's not good! And then, but salmon is, like, fattier, so all the progress I made with the chicken now went to waste because I'm feeding them salmon. And Miss Chunker over here refuses to lose weight. Lose weight. And then I had to, like, get them... Nexus doesn't need it as much as Solus does. Because Solus was, like, a rescue. She was a rescue. She had, like, kittens before I got her. So... so she's, like, resistant to all attempts at being a normal cat. So she never lost any of the weight that she gained when having her babies and, like, feeding them. And then I came and I adopted her after her babies got weaned. Like after they were old enough to be adopted out. So I keep looking at them because even in this, like, 90-degree weather, they're like, I love sitting in sunlight. I must sit in the sun where I'm going to heat up. And I'm just like, you goobers. You little goob. So, I got them a slow, like, dig feeder thing. It has, like, this base, and it has, like, a part where they can dig the food out onto. It has, like, these tubes that they have to, like, dig their paws into to, like, get the foods at the bottom of the tube. So they have to, like, pull the food out, and it's supposed to help them, like, slow down while eating and, like, really think about it. She has lost a small bit of weight after I implemented this tool, but not, like, a whole lot. Cats, like, gain weight, like, really easily, and, like, they do not lose it as easily as they gain it. Yeah, no, where I live right now, it is not uncharacteristically hot. It's not the worst it has been ever, or in, like, recent memory, but, like, it's bad. At least I live in a house that has, like, air conditioning now. Even if my workplace doesn't, like, my normal workplace, the house that I live in currently has air conditioning. And it is an improvement over places I have lived in the past. I lived in a place that did not have air conditioning or heating, and don't live there. Don't live where I was living before I moved. Not a good place. It wasn't good. Oh, we lived off of space heaters in the winter, and then one of them went bad, and the reason we could tell was because when they go bad, space heaters smell like seafood. We were just, what smells like crabs? What smells like crab? It was the heater. It was the heater. The house also had, like, chronic mold. It was just moldy all the time, and it sucked. Don't live in mold. Oh, I also grew up, my mom, back before we stopped going, we would, like, eat at McDonald's. So, we had the 2010 limited edition recalled McDonald's Shrek lead cups. And we drank out of those. Like, those were, like, our fine china. We drank out of those. It's a miracle I don't have lead poisoning. It's a miracle I haven't attributed to the crime rate because of my, like, lead consumption over the years. And when I first heard this fact, I was like, hey mom, creator of mine, did you know that these were recalled? And she was like, no, not ours. I know that some of them were recalled, but not our cups. It was our cups. It was our cups. Our cups got recalled, and we just didn't know and just kept drinking out of these lead-laced Shrek cups. And we kept, like, trying to, like, justify it. Like, my mom just kept trying to, like, justify it, and all of us were like, yeah. No, we've been drinking out of the cups, and we've been hand washing them. So the lead hasn't contaminated the inside of the cup because we've been hand washing the cups. So the lead from the paint, it's not going to affect us. And the lead poisoning has yet to kick in, but it's coming for me. My cats are about to get really loud real soon. It's almost their dinner time on days that I don't go to work. I work at a small movie theater, and for the past 3 weeks, not anymore, not this coming weekend, but for the past weeks, we've been playing the new Jurassic World movie. And oh my god, the amount of parents who do not read. The fact that PG-13 movies are like they mean so, like, that's not just like it's a label, but it's a label that means something, parents. So we've had kids who are like, yeah, no, or parents who was like, yeah, no, my kid can't handle this. They watched this movie and this movie, and I'm just like, oh no. And then they leave, and because their kid got too afraid. It's like a consistent problem. I'm just like, if your child's afraid of this movie, well, when we had, what was it? The last Ghostbusters that came out, the Frozen Empire or whatever, a parent brought her 2 kids who said to me as, like, they were, like, buying concessions, or, like, they, like, came out, it's like, we're really afraid of ghosts, and I'm just like, you brought your kids to see the Ghost movie? When you know they're terribly afraid of ghosts? What's wrong with you? It's like my mom bringing me to see, like a zombie movie, knowing I'm afraid of zombies. Or when she forcibly pulled me through a haunted house with a zombie section because I was too afraid to, like, go through it because it was zombies. Real. I held my hands over my eyes and, like, closed them, and my mom had to, like, physically drag me through this haunted house. Because I was too afraid of it. Because it was zombies. And I was like, I can't do this, Mom. It's not happening. It's not working. It's not working out. It's not gonna work out for me, Mom. It's not happening. She's like, oh, we paid to get in. Yeah, moving on. We're moving through it. I'm like, the poor worker who was working there looked at my mom like she was nuts. I'm, like, sobbing, by the way. And where I live, weed is legal. And it has been for a while. So, she gave me, like, half of a cookie. And it did not help the situation. Like, this is before we enter the haunted house. The cookie did not help. Cookie did not help the situation with the zombies. Did not help. Yeah, these parents don't know their kids. It's nuts. My mom knew me, and I would have been, like, incredibly okay with going to see this movie. But they take me to go see Jim Carrey as a child, and I would have, like, died. I would, like, dinosaurs were okay for me. Like, me as, like, a goo goo gaga infant. Like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, ah, yes, Jurassic Park, perfect. I was like, I love dinosaur, and then I watched it, and I was just, like, laughing as people died, is how my mom tells it. and then I watch Jim Carrey's The Grinch, and I lose my mind. And I'm, like, terrified. So, you know, take me to go see, like, the Sonic movies if I was, like, 3. I would have, like, died inside. Take me to go see this, like, Jurassic World Rebirth. I would have been having a grand old day. It would have been great. But these, like, some of, like, when we had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, yeah, Jim Carrey. He's Robotnik in those movies, in the Sonic movies. He's also the Grinch in Jim Carrey's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I swear that man doesn't have bones. He manipulates his facial features. It's nuts. Don't judge myself at, like, 3 years old. I was terrified of Jim Carrey. He was perfectly fine to be terrified of as a 3-year-old. You seen that man? He's horrifying. And I'm, like... But you know, like, when we had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, if you've seen that movie, if not, spoilers... Well, I was like 3. What do you want from me? And he was dressed up as the Grinch, and the Grinch was terrifying. Have you seen him as the Grinch? Pull up a picture of Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Jim Carrey, and then I got a Grinch. You're telling me this wouldn't terrify you as a child? This creature? He's horrific. He's scary. It's nuts. But you know, I was laughing at the dude who died on the toilet in Jurassic Park at the same time while crying over that image. You know, just things. Thank goodness I didn't see The Mask until I was way older. I think, like, but, I was like 3. Yeah, of course I got a point. But my mom loves telling that story. She's like, oh, I remember when you were afraid of Jim Carrey's The Grinch, but not afraid of dinosaurs. And I'm just sitting here like, Mom, have you seen Jurassic Park? It's completely normal. But, you know, like, the stuff that I watch, like, I don't know what it is. Oh boy, an attack on me? I have like 60 some odd characters. Have fun choosing. Depends on what you want to, like, attack. Or what style of character you want. What do I want your eyes to be, buddy? Beautiful clothes, serenading. Perfect. He has long eyelashes. Good lord. So, as I was saying with Guardians of the Galaxy 3, when we had it, like, nobody knew what was going to be in it. We knew it was PG-13. But after a few children, like, but if you haven't seen it, spoilers, if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Raccoon, mauling, face rip, you know, murder. The fuck word. Parents, like, they like freak out. Like the children, they come out crying, and the parents look at us, the employees at this theater, and are like looking at us like we're the ones who made the movie and made the decisions. And I'm just like, guys, it was PG-13. You knew it was PG-13. Why did you bring your, like, 6-year-old child? If you, like, know they can't handle it. I hit G again, didn't I? Oh, don't worry, I have a couple, fantasy. Let me, give me a second. Let me. If you were looking for fantasy, you want to scroll past all of the mechs and all of the miscellaneous anthropomorphic and other characters. Do I have fantasy? I have alien, I have dragon. I also have, the closest I have to fantasy are my Minecraft. My object head that looks like an X. You can't really see her, so here that is. Or Cuphead. These are the closest to fantasy that I have. I wish you luck. If you don't really know what you're wanting from what I do have a character randomizer button. It's this shaking, like, error message that says, congrats, you've won. It's like those annoying pop-ups. So, if you want to try out the randomizer, have a go. I need to add a Twitch button on here. I only have my YouTube linked. Anyway. Why do I have 2 of these open? Lord, what's wrong with me? I didn't mean to hit that. Microphone, I'm sorry! My desk is, like, actually falling apart, so everything is, like, crammed together. It's a desk hand-me-down from, like, my dad. So it's got, like, the main desk space, and then it's got, like, this section. And I put my computer up here to keep it away from the cat hair, and then I have my laptop sitting right in front of it, and, like, the printer for labels at my, oh, you can't really see that. Like, this is the label printer, my actual computer, my laptop. Then my first my Dell monitor, which is tiny, my big monitor, but they all dwarf in comparison to the majesty that is my new drawing tablet. And then under the drawing tablet, you have the mouse, and it's hiding there. And then hiding behind it on, like, this side, you have my keyboard. So I, like, can't type. And everything is being held up from, like, the bottom. Like, if this is, like, the bottom of my desk and there's, like, a connection between these two. Originally it was held with, like, a steel, like, screwed in plate. And, like a piece of wood. But the piece of wood broke when my dad still owned the desk. So it's not doing anything to hold up any of the weight on, like, this side that holds all the monitors and the drawing tablet. Can you quiet down? I'm getting your food in just a minute. I'll get your food. I'll get you. I'll get it. I'll get it. And so, when these started, like, falling apart and, like, falling out, my chair managed to, like, stop it from, like, literally breaking. Like, the arm of my chair saved everything. Because I had it, like, propped up a little higher than the other one, because I use it to climb into my bed. What? Gosh darn it! I said give me a minute. Sorry, my cats are hungry. And so I had to, like, go and find a piece of wood and cut it down to size to literally shove under my desk. And then I forgot to account for the carpet, which would, like, sink and, like, make, like, a divot. So, it's a piece of wood, 2 acrylic anime girl photo holder standees, a notebook, and 2 pieces of cardboard under there right now, holding my desk up. It is the only thing keeping this operation together, is this piece of wood. Oh, I also have Jelly. I named him Jelly, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't go with Rufus. His full name is Jellyfish, but Jelly, you know, this guy, my funny little man. Jelly, he's on Artfight now too. You can make art of your favorite glow rabbit. If you want to know more, let me know, and I'll info dump about the species that I made while I was in high school. They've been a part of my branding since the beginning. Since before, like, my first offline screen had them. They've been just a part of my branding. I don't know why I made them rabbits or why anything else. It was just fun shapes. But if you want to know more about them, let me know and I will, like, ramble on. Otherwise, I'll start rambling about Transformers and then I'll never shut up. Alright, give me just a second. I've got to pause so I can feed my cats because they're little goobers. Ignore my screams of desperation in the background. Feeding my beasts. I will literally be right back. I stream from my room, and they live in my room, and they do everything in my room. So you'll be able to hear everything unless I mute myself. But why put in the effort? Alright, cat. I get it. I get it. I get it. You are a little freak, and I hope you know that. I love you. But you, like, pushed your feeder off the, like, desk as a child. You were growling at a child. It's literally children. Stop growling at them. Stop growling at these children. I have din-din for you, you freak. Dinner. Dinner served. Eat it. Don't eat it too fast. And you eat more of it so that the other one doesn't get any more fat than she is. She doesn't need to be chunky. She's already chunky. Drink some water too. I've been drinking water, that means you have to drink water. I got you a new water fountain and everything. Alright, sorry about that. It's always entertaining where I live in the span of 2 rooms and my cats live in the same room as me. Wasn't a very long BRB. But it was a BRB. Nexus, if you don't stop growling at children, we're gonna have, like, a problem. She's a problem child. But I love her. She's my first baby. I got her, how many years ago? Just before the pandemic, so like 2019, late 2019, early 2020? Near the start or right before the sickness, the plague. And I love her. And then I've had Solus for like, maybe 3 years. I love her too. I just wish that she would stop trying to crawl into my skin while I sleep. So I can get a... Computer? Computer! Show me the easiest ways to get to the Phantom Zone. No cheating. No what? What happened? Sir? That's not good. That is not where that is supposed to show up. Something just happened. Something has gone wrong. Something has happened to the Matrix. Give me a minute. My streams never end up as they're supposed to, do they? I don't care about Propen 2. The functions of Propen 2. I need you to, like... not freak out Wacom tablet properties. Express menu. I don't care about the express menu. Why in the world are you doing... How do I fix this? Give me a minute. I have to figure out how to fix this. How? No. How? To fix... To... What should I type to get the answers I want? What the hell? No. I didn't even do anything that would cause this. It's a mystery. How to... How to... I'm like legitimately blanking as to what I need to write. Oh, calibrate. Wacom pin 2. How to calibrate this, please? Pin calibration. Wacom, come back. Wacom tablet properties. Options. No, okay. Cancel. Open up Wacom Center. This is Wacom tablet properties. Wrong Wacom thing. Wrong Wacom. Wacom Center. Open. Oh, I tapped a thing. This is... Oh. I have a FNAF character if you want to draw her. She's on there. Is it in advanced? Give me a minute. I'm trying to fix my tablet right now. Fix devices, select pen calibration. Where? Display settings. Display toggle. Pen 2, raise sensitivity, tip, advanced. Does it need a driver update really now? Out of everything? I think it's the driver update. I think that's what's screwing me over. It's actively hindering me. Of course now! Of course when I forget to check. I forgot to register my device. Maybe that's it. But I don't want any of the stuff that comes with it. Yeah, no. Theodora, I made her because she's cool. Her skirt is made... I don't know if you know what I'm talking about when I say this. It's made out of, like, the colored thin plastics. And very reminiscent of the weird futurism, like retro futurism. It's like it's not like fabric. It's like a circle skirt. Scoop. What? What's wrong with me? Everything. But so it's real fun. Okay. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to fix. No! Please! Clip Studio! You suck. It's working fine with everything other than Clip Studio. I don't know what is wrong with Clip Studio. Clip Studio, you have done something. That or it's the update that needs to be done. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Skirt. No. Oh, something happened. I froze for a moment there. I'm so sorry about that. Everything has been going not to plan. Plastic. I didn't want to say skirty. I just wanted skirt. Plastic skirt. Images. Kind of like whatever this thing is. this yellow one is a good representation. Except it's orange. But it's like an orange circle skirt. I forget that I'm covering up stuff on my screen, and then it's not covering up on anywhere else. Restart later. So, you know. Excuse me, please, Clip Studio Paint. Do you want to... You want the pen to, like, work now, please? Clip Studio! I'm begging you! If this doesn't end up working, I'll just switch, like, playing Marvel Rivals or something and see how that works out for me. I don't know how I would end up changing anything on my stream end, because I can't edit it right now, can I? Clip Studio! Anyway, I guess because... Oh yeah, I still have this, except that it's busted. Give me a minute, I have to fix... Alright, get rid of the chat cubes, because I don't have the chat cube. And then I have to move my VTuber onto screen. God damn. Like, I've never had that many problems with Clip Studio. Like, it's not I don't think this is a Clip Studio problem. This is... Has this been like pink glow the entire time? I guess, and I just haven't noticed it, because everything else is pink. So this is my datapad screen. I'll use it instead of using my tiny one, because I can't draw using my Clip Studio right now. So, I need to fix this. No, wrong browser. Browser? No, that's this. I don't need that. What are you? No? I'm clicking the wrong thing again. And you're not supposed to be here. Where's my alt? Get out of here. Not supposed to be here. Get out. Video 2. Yes. This is what Ignore me as I fidget around with the stuff I should have figured out how to fix earlier. Okay. The elusive what is behind the streamers everything. It's a weird gradient I made ages ago. Before I made what the proper background is supposed to look like. So this is a little warped because I've made it fit to my OBS. So, let's find Theodora in here. Let's find her. Let's find her! As you can see, I'm a very, very immune to cringe individual. She kisses Roxanne Wolf on the lips. But it's a very nice, his most updated design. Ignore the fact that I forgot to draw, like, a top on this one. So, it's like an orange plastic circle skirt, and then, like, fun... I know she's a tiger, but I made cheetah, like, leopard print here, and then, like, funny stars, and then other stars. She's like a karaoke attraction, is what I made her for. And, like, sing-alongs. So she's, like, very minor. In, like, the West Arcade. Back when I still knew where that was on, like, the map. So... she looks very tall in this image, and it's just because, like, I've messed with the, aspect ratio of this, I guess. That's on me. Oh, beans, that's not what I wanted to click on. You know it, computer. I keep clicking on it. Ignore me. Ignore my stupidity. So, yeah, she's, karaoke. If the main band... No, not always. I'm very bad at creating stories and names. I have a character on here that's just named Box. And she's a box. she's a cube. So you know, she's there as like a backup animatronic for if one of like the main bands out of like commission, or like as a backup singer if they need more than just like the dual vocalists of Chica and Freddy, that sort of thing. She's there as like a backup, and she has like a small time sing along karaoke. That's what she is. Now, if you really want to go, and it's literally just a box. Her name is Box. You can't see that her name is Box. Let me move it. Her name is Box. And she's a box. So what she is. It's like an alt box. I don't want to admit it, but when I was still on iFunnies when I made this character. Oh, back in my iFunny days, middle school, early high school, a different time for me is when this image came along, and then this is her most recent. This was from 2022, and this was a doodle I made. For a while, these three images were the only images on there. So she's back in all her cool glory. Got some new makeup and everything. But you know. And then we have Jelly. We love Jelly. Ignore that this is one of his images. The green. My Jelly also has the green screen interspersed, but I've like edited it so you can't see that he has it. And it's just for his blinking animation when he blinks. You see when he sometimes blinks? Yeah. That's what the green screen is there for. That he's a glow rabbit. Or like a glow bunny. Glow bunny sounds cuter. I also have an Undertale OC in here from ages past. She's cool. She has a story. Like, I don't write any of the stories down. Like, if you look, the only description you can't see. If you look at her account, like the profile I have for her on Artfight, it only says she, her in the description. But I have like a story built out for her in my head. Say, like most of them have like stories built out in my head, like Calypso. Like, I have a story for her in my head, but I don't ever write them down because I'm, like, really bad at writing words and making them mean things. Like, the way that I build my characters is through those stupid, like, Tumblr incorrect quotes. That's how I'll describe it. My characters are built through incorrect quote games. Or, you know, just chillin'. When Transformers 1 came out, I made Tempo. And then like, a friend and I started shipping them, like, our two Transformers 1 OCs together for, like, funsies. It's fun. Coralia is one of my longest characters. Back before I typed out my, and had, like, the stamp that I have, like, here. This is when I wrote it out by hand. This is her oldest image ever. And then this. And this is her most recent mermaid design, and then I have a human design for her because people don't like drawing mermaids sometimes. She has a thought out story, because the friend that has the OC that she's married to has a thought out story, so I had to like make a story for her to like keep up. Mango is a character I co-own with my girlfriend, so we both have her on our account. That's fine on Artfight as long as you label that you co-own it and, like, link the person that you co-own it with, and you can only ever tag one. You can't tag both of the people, you can only tag one when attacking that. I looked into it because I wanted her on my profile, but also, you know. But I have a lot of Transformers characters on here, and my characters on here are not labeled like as favorites to non-favorites. Besides these first few that end, I think, with Mango, everything else is just by what fandom it is. So these are like, depends on the style of Transformer that you are drawing. So, let's say I have Starlock here. Starlock doesn't have any hair. Their head is this helmet. They have a thought-out story too. But she has a helmet, and that is her entire head. Some people draw them with implied hair. Like, I have my lipstick triplets, and they have helmets that look like hair. Like, they have heavily implied hair. It looks like hair. It does not act like hair. It's made out of, like, lipstick lid container. And then you've got people who draw their Transformers with hair that are like bundled wires. I don't have a version of a character that has bundled wires. I have this character which has like the spine of a motorcycle that acts as a ponytail. So her does it like, I'll say this acts more like regular hair than I would normally do. And it's because, like, her hair is, like, quote-unquote hair. You can't see me moving my hands, I just realized. But, so, like, she is more hair-like, but still metal paneling. And you can see, like, I tried to imply ball joints in there. And then we've got... This is a techno-organic, so she doesn't really count. This is straight up heavily implied, used to be hair. I would label this as more cable. So I don't draw them as cables though, because this Transformers animated and, you know, their designs are simple. But she's a spider. So her design, she used to be human. So this is heavily more cable-esque. But you, like, if I could draw, I would be able to, like, show you what I mean here. So there's a lot of kibble that, like, implies hair. Like, these cacti look like space buns, but they're not. They're cacti. But they look like space buns, so you could call that hair. Versus, like, a character like Undercut. That's just a helmet. Just a helmet again. Or, like, him. It's a helmet. Helmet and, like, weird ear-like protrusions. Or, like, Dune Runner. They look like a cat. It's a helmet again. So it's just up to, like, interpretation how you want to draw, like, what your character, like, what you want your character design to end up being. If you want your character design to, like, let's go back to Starlock. So Starlock, her story, like, this is not her original head. Like, her face is original, her head isn't. It's because she was a K-class. So, if you don't know in Transformers, so K-class were Decepticons that either were forced into it or willingly went into, like, this surgery to remodify their bodies into bombs. And their K-class is, like, killer class. So they're suicide bombers. And she didn't do that. She was unwillingly turned into this. So, so this, like, she doesn't have anything but her face. Like, everything else about her head is non-original to her design in canon. I designed her to look that way on purpose. So, but the rest of her body, she got, yeah. You don't know Transformers lore? Transformers lore gets way crazier than suicide bombing bomb robots, alright? So I designed her head a lot off of the character of Fulcrum. Let me look up Fulcrum so you... Fulcrum. Come here to me, Fulcrum. Come here to me. Oh, I forgot that's an actual term. I mean, Transformers. Transformers. Transformers Fulcrum. He has a more bulky version of it. Of this head design. But it's reminiscent. He was, unwillingly made into a bomb. Yeah, he was unwillingly made into a bomb. How do I get rid of this person? How do I can't. Give me a minute. I had to manually mod my stream myself, so give me a second to get rid of that guy. Let me get rid of that guy. I don't want that guy here. Get out of here, bud. Now, there's a dude on the Twitch side of things that's... I gotta delete off of existence. Oh, there's a tragic edits of, like, every Transformers character. They're great. If you're on Instagram, there's a good Transformers 1 specific editor. Give me a second, I have to find them. I also have to find the Twitch on my phone here. And none of my moderators, I think, are in this, so I have to, like, manually do it myself. Me to my own. Get out of here, buddy. How do I ban you? Get out. Get banned. Get out of here, bud. What's the name? What's the name? They have some of my favorite edits of Transformers 1. Give me a minute. I sent it to somebody. I have a friend that has an account, doesn't use it. So I've been using their account to sort of like store like DM so I can like store and like look at stuff later. I just have to find it. But yeah, no, there's all the Transformers characters have like tragic edits about them if you look hard enough. It's where is it? Where's this edit? Where's the edit? Where's the edit? Shit, I didn't send it to this person. No, wait. Where did I put it? What's the name of this person? Salad Dog 2. They have really good Transformers 1 edits. Which Fulcrum isn't in that movie. But Transformers 1, beloved creature. If I could show without getting copyright struck, I would, but it's all like copyrighted items. Copyrighted music and such and so on. Please, sir, I'm begging you, let me draw. It's not letting me. My pen's just not working. Love that for me. Love that for me. Let's, I guess, store that away. So, yeah, because, like, all of Transformers characters have, like, weird, tragic backstories. Unless you're Croc, who used to be a pro soccer player, and he used to turn into a crocodile. He's just chill like that. He's chill. So yeah, now this character is a bounty hunter, and she keeps the modified helm, like the K-class helmet, to like say, like, the changes that you've made to me, like, can't really affect me. That sort of thing. It's got, like, the Metal Sonic vibes to it. I love Metal Sonic. He's my favorite Sonic character. Nobody could ever tell by my love of robots that Metal Sonic, the metal robot Sonic, would be my favorite. Nobody could ever know. I love Metal Sonic, though. And then I have Nightlight. She was my first ever Transformers character that I, like, OC that I made. Oh no, give me a minute. I have to... Sorry about that. A relative just got home and I needed to let them know not to call me by my real name. my non-internet name. Yeah, redefining the remnants of what the past has left you with. That sort of thing. Less Metal Sonic. I lied. Not Super Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is more like I can never attain what I have been created to be, and then he goes and like throws a tantrum and gets. But I love Metal Sonic. I'm badly describing Metal Sonic. I love him. But yeah, this is my first Transformers OC like ever. She looks kind of like an axolotl, which is why I have this axolotl doodle. Oh, beans! I've gotta move my big fat head out of the way. This axolotl image has. No, I lied. Metal, Error 404 is my real name. That's me. Error 404. My nods don't look very dramatic. It's me, Error 404. That's not the button I wanted to press. Don't tell anybody. See, I was created. If my friend who acts kind of like a manager for me, keeps me on track and all that, and I have been working on like weird lore to like try to figure out for me, like lore that works, and like, I'm gonna go back to my stream thing for a second, even though my thing still isn't working. Let me move. I click on the wrong thing every time. Go back to where you want to be. You're not... Not you. Image? Not outline 2. Where's the image I'm looking for? That's not correct. What are you? And why can I not click on you? Alright, well, I can't move the flag. Oh, no, I lied. I can move the flag. So, in the background, there's like 2 moons gesturing with the flag. 2 moons and like a city. So, lore I'm kind of workshopping is... like on the other... Like, cause I'm like a fairy robot moth thing. Fairy robot moth, you know? Because I like the elements of like fae and all that. That's fun. So, it's like in this universe where I am existing, that I have created, it is like the Fae realm is like the world of like dreams, and because we've moved past the Middle Ages, the world of dreams is way more modern than it used to be. It still has like some sort of like whimsy magic to it, but it's like cyberpunk magic, so it's like so it's a lot of mixing of, I don't know how to describe it. Like, if the plants are not plants anymore, they're like metal plants, but they still function as plants. Like, it's cyberpunk without the bad elements of cyberpunk, because I like cyberpunk too much. So it's not like corporate. And a lot of stuff runs on magic instead of electricity. So I was like hatched from a flower, like bud, kind of, is like how I want that to like end up being. That's the weird lore I've been workshopping with, is like, and I'm breaching, like I was created. I was manufactured, created. Yeah, kind of solar punk, but solar cyberpunk. Yeah, so with some magic like fey elements thrown in there for fun. So, a lot of like in the lore that I've been workshopping, me, Error 404, was created through like the different fey courts, like all collabed and made a way to puncture through the veil to the other side of the like fey realm's like barrier between your world and the world, like the fey realm, the realm. And I'm the only one who can do it, and I'm using it to stream. That's what I'm using my powers for. Just puncturing the veil to show you my funny little guys. Like the character I made based off of my stuffed animals. All of these little mini-cons, they're stuffed animals I own. I'm way behind on how many they should have. You do not want to know how many stuffed animals I own currently. This was a... Yeah. This was a no-face doll. You can't really tell, but that's a no-face doll. His name is Crux. Can't really see that either. But yeah, his name is Crux. And then this is Salvo. We have Riot. Then we have Havoc is this fox. Then we have Beacon, Mortar, and Mo. Mo is a... Mo. You know, if like from Wall-E, that's Mo. That's a Mo. And they're all like cassettes for this cassette carrier that I made for funny. Hehe. For the haha funny moment. Do I have any lore written down here? No, I just said moth robot. Very cool of me to just not elaborate further. And then this is outdated, because it doesn't have my extra holograms, and it doesn't have my hologram emitters and other things. The things I really want to be drawing right now. It's not letting me. It's not letting me draw. I can draw with my mouse, but it doesn't look good. Please, sir. Maybe I just need to test my Wacom again. Give me a minute. Everything goes wrong immediately. Oh, the driver's not responding. It's because I updated the drivers. Now nothing works. Now nothing works on it. Now nothing works out. Aw, man. Well, I don't want to stop yet, though. So I guess I'm just gonna keep going on with lore for characters. Then let's move on to Aciel. Back in 2017, I attended my first furry convention and my last so far. I plan on being back. I do want to go back, because idiot is furry. So my persona, I love her. She's changed a little bit over the years. I first drew her in like MS Paint. It has been many years since 2017. Many years. I don't know really what... She was originally a fox demon thing, because, you know, I was in, like, middle school. And so, I don't think she's fox anymore, but still retains some of, like, the fox features, like this. She kind of looks like a fox a little bit, but I leaned more into the demon things, like demon vibes about her, for funsies. I'm gonna give you in on a little secret here. Let me look up a Transformers character. This central stupid design element I made with the circle in the chest here, with this bit, it is entirely based off of this character called Rung. And I don't know why, he is one of my favorite Transformers out there. He is just a weird little guy. He is so, like, interesting. His lore is weird. He's weird. I love him. He's great. This is a fan art. I can't tell by who, it's not letting me know. If I could credit you, I would. But this circle, the circle in the chest, the spark window, it is entirely why this character looks like this. No, tell nobody that you saw that. I didn't say anything. I And then I already talked about Corlia, so let's talk about Rocket Pop Cookie. I made her as an adopt that I was going to sell. I kept her because I love her so much. She is a bomb pop, or a rocket popsicle, and she's also an orca and a mermaid, and I love her, and she's a bomber cookie. She's an epic bomber cookie, and she would totally be in, like, the rear or the middle priority. I don't talk about any of this sort of stuff. I don't list it anywhere, and I don't normally think about that sort of thing when I design them. I just sort of design them and have fun with it. But yeah, no, she's... I love her. I love her design. That's why she is up here instead of with the rest of my Cookie Run characters. Eventide was made around the same time as Aciel. And she kind of looks like a cotton candy clown. She's just always looked that way. I have never once not drawn her. Like, maybe her colors have, like, lightened a little bit over time, but this is essentially what she looked like back in 2017 when I made her. She has not really changed, other than, like, small bits, like how I'd render this black bit in her, like, chest fluff, or how I, like, render the chest fluff, or how I, like, draw them. But she has, like, not changed at all. This is what she looked like ages ago. You know, I don't play Cookie Run on my phone. I play it on my computer. It's because my phone cannot handle the Cookie Run. I don't know. Cookie Run animations, they kill my phone. They absolutely murder it. My mobile data pad cannot handle. So I must rely on my computer for it. But yeah, no, Coral, Eventide, this is what she's looked like for years. And I do not plan on changing her. This is her most recent design, art of her. She's always had 4 small horns, 2 big ones, and like a mohawk of feathers. And then a short stubby chair. Yeah, there's what is it called? Hot beans, I didn't mean to do that. The Play Store, if you have like an Android, there's like the Google Play Store, and you can download it. It's like the beta for the Google Play Store onto your computer. And then you can download Cookie Run Kingdom off of that so you can play it on your PC instead of trying to kill your phone with it. And that is how I have to play it. And it is way better. And it works out really well for me. She also has a weird skull motif that I designed her with. I don't know why I designed her with that, but semi-skull motif. She's also a Dutch Angel Dragon, and I love those. I have 3 of them. 3 remaining. Mango is one of them 3 remaining. I made her not too long ago. And she's very tropical. She's just tropical. Her design was, I drew everything, I designed her, except for inputs. Like, I co-designed her in conjunction with my girlfriend. And so, you know, she's there now, and I love her. Delilah. One of the most normal sounding names I've given a character. She is a manticore dog instead of a lion. It has a scorpion tail and the wings, but she's a dog with horns. I don't know. I made her a while ago. In the years that I was not using my normal type stamp. And instead writing out, or just completely forgetting, apparently in this one's case, to put any credit on my images that I made. Because I just wouldn't do that for the longest time. I was like, I'll forget. And then I did forget. I was playing like a Facebook game, like Flight Rising, except it was different weird animals and it was really bad. So like, not Flight Rising. But I used this avatar on that, like I made her as like an avatar for that game, and then I just expanded on her, and then I just kept her. She's mine now. I love her. I refuse to give her up. Slush Rush. When BotBots was coming out in 2022, I made an icy bot. And she's an icy cup. For red and blue, even though I only like red ices, I made her both red and blue. Because, you know, I felt like it. And then her girlfriend's this stupid pecan. Hee. They are in love. And she is I'm pretty sure this image was based off of, like, she asked for no pickles. It's like my tall GF asked for no pickles, that sort of thing. I made Dune Runner on the side of my high school anatomy homework. Like, anatomy and physiology. And I made, like, a cross-section where I was like, this is what the inside of a transformer could look like. And it had, like, this cat helmet, and I was like, perfect! Now you're a medic. And now I have designed you. And I like giving them the needle fingers. I know those only show up, I don't know how to say this word, on, like, Menmo surgeons? I think that's the word? Yeah, I know what the word is. I don't know how to say it out loud. I've never heard it said out loud. But she's great. I gave her a hint of unresolved trauma due to her past occupation. That's where the needle fingers come from. She used to be, in Transformers, they have the surgeons that I can't say out loud because I don't know how to say the word. And what they do is they have the needles on their fingers, and they stick the needles into the brain of another Transformer to edit personalities or memories or just, like, get rid of things. It's very bad. It was not used for good things in the Transformers universe. But I made her one in the past, and then she stopped being that way. She never liked it in the first place, but, you know. I like adding it to my characters, because it's funny. Swiper and Swap, they're siblings. Swiper. They're also crack children, like a crack ship. Yeah, not good. Not good for Transformers characters. It was part, of Emperata, which, Shockwave is a prime example of, if you know Shockwave from Transformers. It's the singular eye. He's kind of a good and a bad description of Emperata, because he kept his hands, one of them at least, before he turned the other one into a gun, if that was him. But it's like Emperata is like the, it's the altercation, like the alteration of your memories and personality, while also altering your physical appearance. So you no longer look like yourself. So it's like the removal of your head and replacing it with like simpler parts, or like the removal of your hands and replacing them with like claws, like pincers. So it's not good. It was done very bad things. It was like part of because in Transformers they used to work off of like a functionalist society. I could go on for hours. So functionalism was like, you are made as a truck, so you must work as a truck for the rest of your life. And Emperata was frequently used to like attack, like alter and attack. Yeah, it's what happened to Shockwave. So Shockwave in canon, they changed into a different person. Shockwave in canon, before he got Emperor, like, was subjected to Emperata. I don't know if I'm saying that word right either. But before he was subjected to Emperata, he... Let me pull up a picture of Shockwave. Shockwave! He was a senator. Shockwave! Show me Shockwave! Transformer. So, before he looked like this, all purple and grand... where's IDW? IDW is where this lore comes from. He used to be, like, nice. He was a good person. He ran, like, a school for, yeah, we're talking about IDW lore right now, because my tablet stopped syncing correctly, so now I've had to move on from doing art, unfortunately. But I can't change what I'm doing in my settings for how my stream is being listed. So, you know, I just can't change it off of art. So we're talking about IDW right now because one of my, I was talking about one of my characters and they had the needle fingers that the surgeons use. So he used to look like this, and he was a good person. He ran a school. He was a senator. He did a lot of good stuff to, like, help against the primacy and against functionalism. And then he got caught, and they ripped him apart. You can't see his head. I'm kind of censoring it with my body. They took his body apart. They took his head and his... I don't know if they took his hands, but they changed his personality entirely, and now he's a big old war criminal, and he bad. He's kind of nutty, nuts. It's not his fault though. He was literally made into it by the greed of Transformers society. Oh yeah, he's literally like the there's like an episode of one of the Netflix series where Shockwave's like, can I experiment using this guy's dead body to make a virus that will kill all of the Autobots? And Megatron's like, no, you can't do that. And then Shockwave's like, oh, come on, man, you haven't approved any of my other things in the vault, war crime vault either. And he's like, yeah, for a reason. They're in the war crime vault there. It's like, they're not supposed to use the war crime vault for a reason. And then later Megatron's like, you can use the war crime vault now. So he's like mega war criminal. He's nuts. He's great, but he's like nutty. So from these are like crack children I made. Crack, not in like the drug, but crack as in like a ship that would never exist in canon. And it was Swindle. Why am I not getting picked up? Where's my tracking? Where'd it go? There I go. So, moving on from that tizzy of lore to a fan-child animated between Rodimus Prime Transformers Animated and Swindle Transformers Animated. And this is Swiper. Swiper and Swap, they're siblings. This is the first ever image I drew of her. And she's like the cat image with the knife. They run basically a gang. And she's like the brains of the gang. She goes and is like, I'm gonna make all the deals. She's prideful, she's vain. She is in charge of all of the money. She loves money. And then her sister, from the same carrier, different sire in this situation. This is a fan child. They got crack fan child between Optimus Prime, Transformers Animated, and Swindle, Transformers Animated. And she will break your kneecaps. She is the enforcer of the gang. She's like she's the muscle. You do not want to be messing with her sister or her little league team. You know, that sort of thing. So they're my duo. And then I have Charge Burst. I didn't give her a lot of lore. He doesn't really lend himself. I mean, look at him. Look at her. It's a he, her, so I can use any. They're a jeweler, they're also a helicopter, they're also blind. I took their eyes. They took my eyes! Because they wanted to. For funny. I think they got a cute attack this year. I haven't really gotten many attacks of them. This is the attack I've gotten this year from Chubug 10. And, it's real nice. I like it. I like it a lot. This is the attack by Lemon Punk. I don't know why I made these floating bits. I liked adding floating bits to characters. I don't know what it is. Floating bits are just fun. So, and then, yeah, I know they're a jeweler, so they wear, like, filigree. That sort of thing. They took my eyes! Yeah, it's that. And I bottled her face after Cyclonus from IDW, because Cyclonus is cool, and I felt like it. It also worked out a lot with the shape of the triangle that I was making with this section of their head. You can see it sort of, like, lends itself to this arch. And it's just good. Good, me likey. A lot of my character design boils down to, I like it. So that's why I made it that way. So, I got my mom and I into the Netflix version of Formula 1, where, like, they do the series, they film the series of races for the year, and they edit them and make, like, a funny little storyline. It's called Formula 1 Drive to Survive, and, you know, I watch it, because it's funny. So, this is based off of a real team that, Force India 2018. They're no longer called that because their CEO got, like, caught embezzling money or something. He no longer owns the team, and they're no longer called Force India. But based off of, I really liked the pink color scheme from the car that year, so I made a Transformers OC off of it. And the helmets are just Formula 1 helmets, and she turns into a Formula 1. They turn into a Formula 1 car. I misgendered my own gosh darn OC. What's wrong with me? They are a Autobot. They're from Transformers Animated, so they are an elite guard defector to neutral. They no longer. That's why the Autobot logo is a cut through. No longer an Autobot. They blend heavily into this character because of how pink they are. Who's next? I already talked about you. These are my lipstick triplets. They are another bot OC craze that I did. And, so they're all named after types of, like, lipstick. So, on the far right, we have gloss, then we have matte, and then we have velvet style lipsticks, and they're all variation. They all have a different color. So we have matte black, we have gloss dark purple, and then we have like a lighter purple. Wait, no. Wait a minute. I missed. No, this is gloss. I totally messed up which side they were on. That's on me. I made that. But I made them have girlfriends, you know, for fun. Yeah, gloss, and then velvet, and it's a velvet style, like, it's all different textures of, like, lipstick, is what they're named after. It's like a light purple, a black, and then a dark purple. For funsies. And, this is also lipstick, so whenever they step, they leave, like, lipstick marks all over the ground for the funny bit of it. I made another Transformers animated fan child. This one is more serious. I actually ship the ship that I made the child for here. This is Blitzbee, Blitzwing, and Bumblebee. And I made them have a child. Because I love it. I love that, I love that ship, and I don't know why not. Why can't I make a fan child for them? There's like a stunt helicopter that kind of looks like that. It looks like that. Doesn't have a lot of lore. She's just there. And then we move on to Paradox and Hem. They're married. They have been in a committed relationship. She's a club DJ, and she's a motorcycle. And she's cool like that. She, like, works at, like, raves. Likes to party. She cares for her wife deeply. I made a lot of Transformers animated OCs, so all that style is like Transformers animated. She's not Transformers animated coded. I don't know why I didn't make her Transformers. She looks short. This is like how I would describe her height. In this one she accidentally looks too tall, and in this one she also accidentally looks too tall. Oh, Rise of the Beasts, you're thinking of Mirage. That's not what Mirage's powers are, but that's... I think you're thinking of Mirage. Yeah, Mirage should only turn invisible, but in Transformers Rise of the Beasts, they made it so it's like... he just can turn into, like, anything. He also looks like Jazz! But it's Mirage. It's Mirage. Even though it looks like Jazz. She is a stay-at-home wife. She is a veteran. She used to be, she's a Dinobot. She turns into an Archaeopteryx. I think I said that right. She's a dinosaur. Her hat, her, like, helmet kinda looks Russian, and I did not intend it. I just made, like, a shape, and I was like, haha, perfect. No, those, like, Russian fur hats. Accidentally looks like that. But she's perfect in my eyes, and she's great. And she's small, because she turns into a tiny dinosaur. Augment is a bottle. I made her. She's just a bottle. I don't know. She takes care of crystals. So she keeps, like, she's like a terrarium. She turns into a terrarium, like a bottle, because she's a terrarium. P is a orb-shaped car. I know I have an attack with a, like, if I were to click on this, this is what the car, when you look up P car, this is what the car looks like, and that's what I made her to be. I love this art. It's by, I got an tag, it's by Jerboa Goat. And their art is, like, really cute, but she's a P-car. Car that looks like a P. She's small, she's green, she's round. She's a P-car. I put it in here, personality notes. I was, like, probably scared of saying to the waiter that they got her order wrong. And that's, yeah. Pretty much. Hehe. We got Cotelli. This is an OC that I made with one of those, like, go down the list of comments, and the 6th comment gets to pick out this thing about the character. And so, it was a miniature helicopter medic with freckles and all that. So, she's a medic and she's great. she has. It's been a while since I've drawn some of these characters. You can tell. Tumblewing is the character I use in all of my, like, mech examples on my commission sheets. Like, let me find them on... yeah, Transformers OCs. Where is Tumblewing in here? Tumblewing. Tumblewing, where did I put you? So, like, on all of my commission sheets, they are the reference for the mech characters that I use. Because it's funny. And this is where it started. And then I made them into, like, an actual character. I don't have any personality notes on them. They're just... They're there. They're a helicopter. I make a lot of helicopters, I realize. I think it's because the, the rotors make it so that it's real easy to, like, do cape. Cape-esque. Or, like, have, like, bits sticking out. You know, I like doing bits. I like having bits. Not in the Twitch way, but, like, I like bits and bobs. Like, on my VTuber, you can see the remnants of bits and bobs with, I don't know how to describe this. Like, my ears, they have the, hologram, like, wings behind them with, like, the traily, like, bits behind coming off. I like bits and bobs, I like kibble, I like drawing things. I didn't really get into depth about this character, so I made them for Transformers Animated. I drew this on my phone with my finger, I think, back a while ago. Her name's Spinneret. The lore for Black Arachnia is that she was a robot, she got bitten by a bunch of spiders, and because of her, like, mod ability, or outlier, I think it's a mod, though, she can, like, absorb and use anybody else's mod for, like, a hot moment. She used it on the spiders, and thus became part spider, and she hates it. She hates the fact that she's part spider now. So, this character, Spinneret, she used to be a person, and the reason why now she's a spider is she was like, alright, so if I can make somebody else into a techno-organic and then turn them back into what they originally were, that means I can make myself back into the robot that I want to be. And it didn't work, and now they hate each other. So, she's a spider. Here's the version of what she would look like as a spider. Her front legs are, her front legs are her front, like, her arms split in half for the spider bit. You can see, like, the line down her arm here is where it makes the split. With the front half with the big red fingers becoming this part, and then the second half, and then her legs also split in twine here and become the back of the spider body. I know this isn't what, like, spider legs should not attach here. We are going to forget about that. I didn't know how to draw spiders, and I still don't, which is why I never draw her as a spider. I just draw her as is. And then this was, I grandfathered this character in from when I was just drawing, like, based off of, like, prompts for, like, a school assignment. This is one of the things I turned in for a school assignment. And then I made her into a bot that's a cactus. So now she's grandfathered into bots. OCs. I own one half. She's a twin. This character is a twin. And twins and Transformers are headcanon for twins and Transformers are interesting. Like, they're one soul that shares two bodies is what a lot of people subscribe to in the twins account for Transformers. And I like that, so I use it. She's based off of the police from a big city from the state that I'm from. The rose is intrinsic. So I own one of the twins. My girlfriend owns the other. She's a canine unit, so she has a canine or multiple, and they're Praxian, which is a type of frame in Transformers that typically has these wings. It's a lot of headcanons about it, like because Transformers uses a lot of city-states, so you know, she just looks like that, and I like her. I like designing the characters. Then we're going back to Anthros. Throwback to Anthros. Blub. Don't ask why his name is Blub. I don't know. I think I was like, they can't say his name is Blub. It's not Blub, even though it looks like it. It's Bloob, but no, it's Blub. And I refuse to change it after all this time. He's had his name since 2017. Again, one of the earliest characters I have designed for and own. Nuts. Don't know why I've kept them around this long. He was originally designed as a hellhound, but I'm not sure what to call him anymore. He's got the 4 ears and he's got the monster tail on, like, the mouth on his tail, and he's cool like that. I have paws for him, but I don't have anything else, just paws. And thus we move on to the next. Torrent is a protogen, and they are based off of just Transformers Prime's Soundwave. That's all I can give you on that one. So that's all that matters. That gives you everything you need to know about this character, is that he's Transformers Prime Soundwave, but as a protogen. And his name is Torrent, like torrenting computer data, that sort of thing. I'm very proud of his design. I like it. It's been a while since I've drawn him. I've only ever drawn him once. But he's great. Zana is for a fictional thing, like a combination of, like, this is the, back when I was heavily in my furry phase, I tried to make my own original species, and Zana was a part of that. This is not what her original design is, but this is what she looks like now. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've made. Can't wait to see it. And hopefully after the stream, when I, like, reboot everything and get everything working again, I'll be able to actually attack you back if it's, like, revenge, if it's an attack on me. Can't wait to see what you've done, though. So, so she's a bat and a deer put together. So she's got, like, a bat nose, deer face, bat ears, antlers, paws like a bat, like, not really wings like a bat, but, like, kind of proto-wings here, and then hooves. And I was originally going to make her, like, it's its own original species type thing, and I got really into it, and then I just never moved forward with it. She's a bat deer, though. It was heavily, like, shooting star imagery. And then, Rista, his character that I made, designed off of a mask. Like a paper mask with, like, the rave tubes. I don't know what they're called. I got it at my first ever furry convention. I still have it somewhere. It's somewhere in my belongings. But, she's a saber-toothed tiger now, and I keep her around, and I love her design. 16 is an alien, and that's the thought I've put into her design, is she's an alien. She's kind of like Blub, but not. It's like if she and Blub could possibly be the same species, but they're not the same species. They look almost exactly this. Like, their species layout is incredibly similar to each other. I designed her after watching fursuit dancing competitions and finding one fursuiter where they had like really cool looking like stompy legs, and I was like, I like the stompy legs, so I just took what their legs looked like and made a character, and I was like, ah, perfect. I'm in love with these stompy legs, so I must make an entire character based around this other person's character's legs. And they don't look this, like, the legs and the colors, they don't look the same. It was just, like, the sort of, like, vibe. And, like, the claws, I think. I think I kept, like, the claw type and, like, the way that the vibe that the legs gave me. It's, like, weird. This is a worm off a string. What crimes will they commit? Worm. She's Strawberry Fanta TM. Can't call it TM, but she's based off like Strawberry Fanta. That's where her colors are from. Warning on eye strain, I guess, for this character. She's very bright, but she's a worm. This is not what this character originally looked like either. And they're a black-footed ferret, and they have a speaker in their back, and they originally looked way different. Way more natural color palette. I went through and redesigned a bunch of like my old characters like in 2022 or something. So you know, just things. Valm, is a manokit. And they kind of look like a traffic sign. Or like traffic. They look like traffic. Like if I were to say, what in the world just dropped? Loud noise. They look like traffic to me. That's how I can best describe them as traffic. So stupid. They were originally like a blue and like a teal, but they kept the that's not what I wanted to do. They kept the bone mask and like the piercings and stuff, but they no longer have the blue or the teal. Vizzy is another one of my oldest characters. Don't trust this image that he has thicker thighs than this. This was a fail at emulating what he should really look like. Like, look at his image. His thighs are like way bigger in this image because that's the truth. He's just pink, and he's perfect, and he's very heart, and like, I don't know. I didn't name them. A friend of mine in high school named him. High school, middle school. And I like Vizzy. This is Baby. They're a snake with wings and feathers and such. You know, fun. I gotta check my notifications on this. Ambrosia is a bee. This is kind of outdated. I don't draw her paws like that anymore. This is way more close to how she should really look, and this is just cute. But it's Ambrosia. She's a bee, and that's all I have to say about her. She's a bee, a stylized bee, but a bee. I already talked about Calypso. I talked about Theodora. I didn't really talk about Calypso. I like glossed over her. My first ever Sonic thing ever was Sonic Underground, and that heavily used the roboticizer. Oh, don't worry about posing or anything. If you've looked at any of my attacks, half of them are like headshots of people looking left. So, you know, it's like, I must look left. Slightly, at a 3/4 angle. I'm looking left. And that's half of what, like, my attacks are. So, you know, it doesn't bother me. But, I liked the roboticizer a lot. I wonder why. But as a child, I watched a lot of Sonic Underground, so I liked the roboticizer. And so I was like, yeah, when I make my Sonic OC, roboticized they shall be. And so she got partially stuck in the roboticizer and is trying to like hide that fact with the bandages. So she's trying to like make it so that she seems normal. But roboticized, I like it. Her color palette's just real fun. And her name is Calypso because the like root meaning of, or like when I looked it up, the root meaning of like Calypso in this sense was to like hide something, to like be untruthful. And that's like integral to her character, is that she is hiding. I was attacking this person with a character named Truth. Or Trust. Trust. So I was attacking this character, and I think I've done 2 attacks on them. Like Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, and then the one that it's 2 sides of the same coin. And their lore, or his lore, is that he's pretending. Oh, yeah, it's a he. He is pretending to be good, but is actually evil. And meanwhile, mine is good. Mine is good, but is seen as evil because she hides so much. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be outwardly trustworthy. So this is why this attack is called 2 sides of the same coin. And this attack was fun. Hehe. But yeah, no, they work. He works for Eggman. Mine, but is like pretending to be a friend, like Sonic or something in their lore, and then mine is not outwardly trustworthy because of how much she hides, but is more trustworthy in the end. So, you know, just fun. And then we have Crystal Comet, my only Milo pony. Their mane and tail is supposed to emulate a shooting star in the sky, which is why the front's like all crazy and like star-shaped, and why her tail is like really, really long and flowing. I think the lore that I'm tossing around for her is like, while watching like a meteor shower, one actually like crashed through the atmosphere and was a geode. I don't remember if that was like Rarity. I think that was not Rarity. Rarity just found a giant rock in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, no. Her crystals came from outer space. So she's space themed. She's a shooting star, like the clip art shooting star imagery. Then we've got Nymphalidae, or Nymph. I made her for a like a YouTube artist, like an artist I follow. I think they go by Mossy Moz now, but I knew them as Honey Beast. They did the dragon. What's the dragon book? Reign of Fire or something? Something. The one with like silk dragons, rain, something, like the different dragon types. Though they were doing this like event, and I made like an animation. It was like a multi-animator project, and they had all this thing. It's all deleted now. Well, enjoy your tea. I'm going to very quickly check my Artfight notifications then. Notifications! I like getting comments. Hee hee hee. That's really good. I like this. I like this one a lot. Yo! You're gonna get the pog worms. Worm pog. I'm bad at expressing through words, so you have to accept my chronic overuse of emojis here. Let's make them real big emojis, though. You got worm pog and you got hearts. Worm pog hearts. Me beloved. Me beloved. I like this a lot. It's really good. I don't know what you were talking about with unimaginative pose. It's better than anything I've done this year. More imaginative pose than I've done. Like, you're telling me that this is not imaginative? You're wrong. Incorrect. Oh, it's been a while since I've gotten an attack for Spinneret, if ever. Let me check. No, this is the only attack on this character. I love the way that you've, like, expressed the way me enjoy me having good time art fight this year. I will get you back. Me get you back. Me get you back. Me will get you. Me will get. Ugh. Why did I click on that again? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I only did 15 attacks last year? What's wrong with me? "2021 was a different year in my art style journey." Does this person still exist? Oh, they died. They're not doing it this year. I don't think they've done it last year either. It's been a few years since I've seen them active. Oh, this character no longer exists, apparently. I know this person doesn't exist. I put a lot of effort into that attack, too. This character got deleted and then reposted on this person's account. All of these characters are really cute, though. So I drew them. My first ever attack ever. And I think I drew this like a dog when it was supposed to be a rat, but I didn't know it was a rat. I mean, it says they're a rat, but it doesn't look like a rat to me, but what do I know about rodents? I definitely drew them more like a dog than I did a rat. You can see I've been using the same, this is the year that I found this pen, I think. The, pen that lets me do, gosh darn it, this. Like, all of this stuff for this pen. And I love this pen, and I still use this pen to this day. If we go to my most recent attacks, let's look at this one. This is a recent attack I did. I still use this pen, just in a better way. That's not a good exploration of that pen. Give me a minute. Where's a good version of this pen? Where's a good version? Beans. Let's use this again. So I use this pen still. I love this pen. It's called... I don't remember what it's called, but I love it. It's a good pen. It makes line art bearable for me. I don't like doing line art a lot, but it makes line art work. Where's a... God, I miss the point in my art style where I was drawing sideways faces with this amount of exaggeration. I don't draw it like that, and I don't know how I did it like this before, and now I just can't go back to this. I want to go back to this. Welcome back. I'm complaining about how my newer art, like sideways, like from the side, let's like it like this. Let's compare this sideways to this sideways, and I want to go back to like this level of exaggeration, but I just can't. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I miss it. I miss it so much. By the way, if you ever watch back my reaction to this, I implore you to. Lost for words. You'll have to excuse my excessive amounts of worm pog and heart. I'm not good at expressing through typed word. So, you know. I loved it though. I love it. I love it. My beloved. So this they were hosting this person, the character, this art Nymphalidae. Back to talking about mousies. So the server's gone now. It's been gone for a while. But it was like a server to host for this, like, dragon clan or something. So I made a bartender. She's a bartender. She's still a bartender. I redesigned her like this recently. I like this version of her design. We can see where the wing behind the ear thing came from on my design. Like my VTuber. I got it because I drew this dragon like this ages ago. I couldn't help it. I like it too much. But they are a butterfly dragon. They're also a bartender. And I did an animation with that character. I don't know if I have it on my computer anymore. But it exists somewhere. It was for a multi-animator project, but I don't know what happened to it. Everything went radio silent. So who knows if we'll ever see that come around. This is Vel. I just draw them in this all the time because I like showing off the scars placement, but if anybody ever attacks them, they add clothes, or they should add clothing. It's a original alien species that my girlfriend made and then let me make characters, like a character for it. She has a dragon thing. It's like I helped name this. I don't know why I'm like blitzing out on the name, but she rides this. And it's like a biomechanical dragon thing. It's like in beans. I honestly, honest to God, forgot what we named these. Like it's an inferior something like that. Which is like powered by like a star or something, like a miniature star. My character, Vel, uses like they're like vehicles of like war and other things, but mine uses hers to like do air tricks and like showboat around. She's just cool like that. And she's an alien, and she just looks cool like that. We have Skrilla and my mermaid from earlier, Coralia. They are from the same universe. And, like, Coralia worships the goddess of the sea and oceans and water. who is her wife. Her wife's name is Koi. Koi, the goddess. All of, like, Koi belongs to a friend of mine. What? Ah. Thank you so much. I like it too. She's a harpy. And she worships the goddess of the sky and winds and such, whose name is Sky. I didn't name the gods or goddesses of this world. That's all my friend. She's a harpy. And she's just cool like that. So the goddess Sky, I think it's a goddess, wears this mask that has like this spiral motif. And if you notice on her face, there's this tattoo of this spiral motif, and she got it because she worships the sky goddess. So she's like the high priestess or something. So she and Coralia have like this feud going on between fish and bird. Because Coralia is the high priestess, but got to marry her goddess, and Skrull's like, God, what? You can't do that! So they have this thing going on. I have Marion, and there are my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See. I did this for Sprout Fight this year, and it was just, fun. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I grew up on the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you couldn't tell by how I draw the turtles' feet. By how I draw them. If I grew up from any other generation, they'd look different. But I don't like the way that they look in other generations. It's weird. She's a turtle. Oh, Sprout Fight? It's like an, it's part of the Artfight, like, Discord or social media, where in the off-season, so not July, they have Arctic Fight, I think it is, and Sprout Fight, which happen, I think, in April for Sprout, and I don't know when for Arctic. I'd never participated in Arctic or Sprout until this year. So, it's like, they release prompts or color palettes, and then you draw your character, or your character, using one of those prompts, or like you draw something. It doesn't have to be a character, I guess. I think I saw one that was just like backgrounds. Using one of those prompts or the colors from one of the palettes. And so I used the colors from one of the palettes, and like one of the prompts was like lily pad or something, and I was like, perfect. If we look at my statistics here, that's what this achievement is for. It's Sprout Fight 25, participating in Sprout Fight. Though it's just like an off-season, not on the website yet. I think they're hoping to like program in an off-season mode for Sprout and Arctic Fight, but so far it's just been on their social media and Discord server. And it's just off-season fun. You get like a week or so to do it. So I drew my turtle. Because the colors and the prompt worked really well for it. Then we have the Spider-Verse OC! I put a lot of work into her backstory and then never posted it anywhere and never told anybody. Her lore is whack. But I made it, and it is great. And because I'm afraid of zombies, I made it pertain to zombies, because why the hell not? Why shan't I make zombie bits for my goober to go through? She's also not your typical spider person, because she got her powers not from a spider. she got it from like a spider infused thing, but not an actual spider bite. Which is why she has more spider characteristics. Like these things, like these, they're not part of her costume. They are actual spider legs. She got mutated. She's like a weird creature. Like the lore kind of works. Like, the focuses a lot on like Venom. The Venom is like her main enemy here. So if I remember correctly, based off of the lore that I gave my own character, in the world that she lives in, like, there was a mysterious sickness going around, and the mysterious sickness was based off of somebody having found venom and then infusing venom with, like, different, like, hosts. So he got put into a spider, and that spider, like, imprinted its DNA on venom. And then every time they introduced, like, a human host to venom after the spider, it left a little bit of venom in him, like in the host, which made it so that like they got turned into, like, after a while, into zombies basically. So it's a little wacky lore. So eventually it became so that the little venom globs in the infected people spread even more venom globs, and the main venom bit, like, it was no longer needed. So I made a zombie apocalypse for my Spider-Verse story is what happened, based off of venom. And then my character got bit by a normal spider. Not a radioactive spider, just a normal one. Normal everyday spider. But then got attacked by one of the venom globs. And because they got bitten by a spider beforehand, the venom globs, like, spider DNA latched onto the spider DNA, like, venom in the spider bite, instead of, like, her DNA and, like, ruining it. So she got spider powers instead of, like, becoming a zombie and dying. I don't know why I made this lore so, like, weird, wacky, and, like, messed up. But, you know, you do things. You do things. So, you know, there's that. And so her, like, webs are black because I thought that was cool. Her design has gotten a little brighter since I first drew her, but she's kept, like, the hip skirt and, like, the hood. She has, like, the mandible bits around her hands here. Her face here. This mandible bits. They're, yeah, I went full comic book Spider-Man, where Spider-Man has the worst life possible ever. So this, like, these, because venom globs and venom and her are affected by, like, the properties of venom, like that, like venom's weaknesses, which is, like, loud, shrill noises. These are headphones, so she doesn't have to hear the shrill noises, but also a microphone and, like, a projector, because she can make the shrill, screechy noises that hurts the venom blobs. So she has to protect herself from her own powers here. So, you know, just things. And then this is, like, the head of the spider on her suit. And then that's the body of the spider on her suit. And then hip skirt, because I thought it was cool. Yeah, she's cool like that. She also has claws, because I said so. I have a digital circus OC. Wow, it's a wonder. And they're a Tomodachi and, like, one of those, like, eye dogs. Except she's a cat. And her name is Chatty. And I liked drawing this clear purple, like, 90s plastic. You know the plastic that, like, every Game Boy or something was made out of. She's perfect in my eyes. And it was really fun to draw. Don't ask why she doesn't have a tail. She doesn't need one. She's cool like that. She's got like this little... Like the eye dogs have like these stupid little handlebars. Have you ever seen an eye dog? They're nuts. Like these clear plastic bits and then like shiny white. And then like a screen for a face. But instead of a screen for a face, she has the Tamagotchi. I have not seen the Tamagotchi style villagers. I have seen the weird creepy ones and the robot ones that already exist in the game. It's been a while since I've played Animal Crossing. I did a lot of Animal Crossing like clothes making. Like I made a lot of Transformers clothes for my Animal Crossing. And this is my... I already talked about her. She doesn't need to talk actually. But actually... her arm got obliterated, so she's using magic to make a new arm. And that's basically what I have for her. I have it on this. She's linked with one of my friends' skeleton characters, and they're friends. I like to draw them kissing sometimes just for like funsies, like a funny bit. I got permission to do that though. I got permission to draw them kissing. It wasn't just out of nowhere. I didn't just draw that out of nowhere. I got permission. I have my ghost face OC because I thought it was funny, and I like Ghostface, my favorite fictional killer. So my Ghostface is college. And she focuses on killing frat boys. That's all that I have for this, you know. She's just cool like that. She's just chill like that. I already talked about Box, actually. And then I have my Power Rangers team. Behold, the Power Rangers. They are Power Rangers Cosmic Collection, I believe I named them. Yes, Cosmic Collection. And they are based off of, so we got Aries, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, what are you? Libra. They're based off of star signs. For funny, I'm not a star girly, but we've got Power Rangers. You know, Ghostface, and then is my favorite. They're so cool because there's two of them, and they wear that stupid outfit and they run around real funny, and like the bits of the costume like flap around in the wind as they run. You know, normal things. So yeah, we got my Cosmic Collection. And you would not believe the depths that I went to justify some of these colors for Power Rangers. Because they're Power Rangers. We got the normal, we got the red, the yellow, the green, the dark blue, the black. The white and the pink are the normal ones. And then we've got orange, which sometimes appears in series. Gold, which also sometimes appears. Light blue, which is normally replaces the dark blue, but I needed them both to like make the colors work. Purple also sometimes appears, and then silver, which looks almost exactly like the white, but we're not going to talk about it. I like the Virgo a lot. A Virgo is my star sign. They don't have the cape like... I made it so that all of them have some sort of like shoulder bits except for Virgo. I forgot, I guess, for Virgo, or like they're special because they don't have any shoulder thing. But like Aries has got the cape, Cancer's got like these fake claws. Taurus kind of looks like Mike Wazowski, but he's got like this like this black bit, this dark bit. Leo's got the fur cape. What are you? I'm sorry I made Taurus kind of look like Mike Wazowski. I didn't realize the green and the horns and the way that the Taurus thing would make it look like Mike, but I was too far into it. And I didn't have a good color for anything else. Like, I didn't think it would be a good color to replace, so it just looks like Mike Wazowski. I'm sorry. Mike Wazowski looking. I realized that as soon as I drew him, by the way. I was like, oh no. But I've already finalized the colors. No. Crimes can't be forgiven. The Mike Wazowski's forgiven. And then, I forget, is this like a... No, that's Aquarius. What are you? Whatever this one is has this shoulder bit. Kind of looks like a shield. We've got the Scorpio with the thing kind of like Cancer, except it's the end of like the scorpion's tail. We've got another cape, but a different style cape. We've got Libra with this bit. The Archer one. Then we've got like Libra with the shoulder pads, but slim shoulder pads. And then we've got another cape. We've got another capelet. But you know, I'm partial to this one. But I also really like Leo. Leo is another one of my favorite ones. The masks were really hard to try to figure out. Because we're miscellaneous Power Rangers. The masks, it's it was Aquarius. I was wrong. The other one was Capricorn. So the masks, for some of them, were really difficult. Like Sagittarius. What am I supposed to do with this star sign? It doesn't really lend itself into making a mask shape, does it? But then we go to, like, Libra, and Libra has, like, really good mask shape. Like, it's perfect. And then we go to, like, Virgo, and I'm just like, oh, no. And some of these have, like, animal connotations, like Taurus, or, like, Aquarius, or, like, Aries. But some of them are, like, what if Gemini? Like, what am I supposed to glean from Gemini? Wait, no, Gemini's the two... Who's the two fish? It's one of the ones that I made of fish, right? But some of them, like, don't have the best, like, lead back into things to draw upon. I'm looking at you, Virgo. You may be one of my favorites, but you have, like, nothing. Like, all the rest of them have, like, I have scales, I have fish, I have bull, I have ram, I'm human woman. And then, I guess I could have rotated the design, but I was trying to, like, keep it so that they were, like, easily recognizable. I don't know. I don't know what my thought process was in 2022. And then, I don't have them listed on the Cosmic Collections, like, thing, but I have their, like, main enemy, which is based off of the Chinese zodiac, because, like, our zodiac is different. So, or, like, our star signs are different, so I have, like, this is, like, the tiger and the dragon, because I got real bored and I decided to merge them into one character. They're, like, this is, like, the main big bad. This is, like, the main evil woman, and then she has... Or, like, they each have, like, a mage that, like, summon the putty men to, like, fight, because they don't normally are the ones to do it. And then this is, like, the snake. And, she summons all of the evil miscreants and all the... Makes them big to fight the Zords and all that. And then I didn't finish with the evil villain team. I just have the two of them. But they're really fun. I really like the Tiger Woman. I'm partial to the Tiger Woman. Tiger Woman, you know, she's cool. And we have Jelly, and then we have my Stickman OCs. So we have, let's pull up a picture of her with hair. We have Fragment, and they're, like, I made them for a specific fighting one, and then didn't end up, like, I didn't like the rules of that fighting one, because I had to get rid of her hair. So now she's just basic stick figure fighting character. So she has like ice powers, and the gauntlets have like ice dagger that shoot out. You can see a little glimpse of it like here. Like this part is like the ice bit. And then it also pertains to her boots, which make up her ice skates. And she does ice skate. She's like a knight. She's cool. And then we have Loop. And Loop is weird. I don't know what Loop is. And Loop, they don't, I don't know. They're like a weird rabbit person. They look like a rabbit. They have a lot of these floating bits because I just liked designing characters with the floaty bits on them. And they work as shields. But they're like a weird rabbit person. And they're best buds. Fragment and Loop are best buds. They're friends. Oh, if we move on to... I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Then we have more stickmen, because I want to show you my stickmen. I have Tally, who is related to Chime, another character that will pop up soon. They both have this bald hair. I made them in, like, middle school. Draw a lot of stick figures. Stick figure fighting characters in middle school, you know? Middle school, high school. On, like, my homework. So they're like the fashionista sister, and they like fight. They have like heels. And like all this. And then Chime is a little goober. Looking at them. They're really small, and their hair is bells. Because their name is Chime. I like adding floating bits. I like doing floating bits. I love floating bits. This is Giga and this is Bite. They are one soul that share two bodies. Looking back at Transformers lore for this one, I stole from that. Stole from the headcanons. They're Gigabyte. You know, they're computer. They fight with computer. They also have the floating bits, because floating bits are great. When one of them's happy, one of them's sad. When the sad one that turns happy, the other one turns sad. They can never share emotions. They're always opposites of each other. But they're one soul, two bodies. That was fun. That was fun making. And then we have my first ever cookie run. OC. And this is Lemon Raspberry Swirl Cookie. And I made them based off of... if you've ever been to Disneyland, where, like, next to the Tiki Room, they have the Dole Whip. And then they have, like, the Pineapple Dole Whip. And if you go, like, further, like, out the exit of the Tiki Room, they have a Dole Whip that you can swirl. And once, only once ever, did they have raspberry and lemon, which are two of my favorite, like, taste combos. I love raspberry lemon. I love it together. So this is based off of the lemon and raspberry swirl Dole Whip that I got at Disneyland. And because they are like raspberry, if you've ever looked at Cookie Run, like all of the raspberry ones are from like the raspberry, like the Hollyberry Kingdom, the Berry Kingdom. So she's from the Berry Kingdom. She's part of like the berries. The berries. She's real good friends with the next Icor cookie. I don't know. I don't know why Icor cookie is Icor cookie. She's blood of the gods. She's like a weird angel. I don't know. I don't know why I made her. She's just cool like that. But they're best buds. They're best buds. Sometimes you just gotta draw best buds. And then we have another failed adopt that I kept instead of selling. Root beer float cookie. Or float cookie. But she's a root beer float. We've got cherries, we've got the straw, we've got the root beer, we've got the foam that happens when you put the ice cream in, and you've got the whipped cream. So, root beer float. I just liked her too much to sell. Nothing can be said for the characters I have in my sell folder right now. Nobody cares about Peach Ring Cookie. I made her like the other day. Nobody cares about you. Get out of here. I love Float Cookie though. Float Cookie. She's just cool like that. And then I had to make this comprehensive color chart because there was no way to color pick from this. And then we have my Among Us OC. Back when having an Among Us OC was cool. So she's a single mother of 2. Because when I played Among Us, I would have like the one baby that sits on your head and then the one that follows you around. So I was like, I was a single mother of 2. And then like, in the case that she was the imposter, she would be the alien imposter. And then her nemesis, like, because this was like a time loop situation with friends that we made. Like, I made with friends, where it's like, the Among Us situation was, it was all randomized. Nobody knew if they were a crewmate or an alien for that time loop. So anybody could have been the alien, because or the killer. So when it was Lemon's turn, the one in pink, to be the killer, to be the imposter, she would be an actual alien. She's like an actual alien. She's got weird, creepy vibes, claws. When it was Cherry's turn, the one in yellow, which was a friend's Among Us OC, they would just be a crazed murderer. Like, they're not an alien at all. They just are a crewmate that went nuts. Which was fun. They also, like, this is a swap I did, so this is not what she actually looks like. This is what she would be like if she had Cherry's personality and design of the suit. Her design, like, I made it so that, the suits are different. So she has so this is Cherry's suit with the heavier ring and the chest plate and the singular hose. She would have I don't know why I gave her like a snatched waist, but they have different styles of suits. So, you know. She's like fashionista when she's not an alien. And I think this is Limeade and this is Lemonade, I think is what I named the children, is Limeade and Lemonade, and then this is Lemon. And then Cherry and her are like frenemies, where Lemon trusts Cherry enough to have her kids when she either gets voted off, killed, or like kicked out, like that sort of thing. It's like, you get to take care of my kids, but it's in the sort of like, I'm forced to take care of my enemy's kids type of thing because I like the kids. It's that sort of thing. That vibe about him. This is Selma. Ignored that I drew her in mom pants. She was like she's the mom friend, so she's the goddess of motherhood and protection. So she got mom pants because motherhood. It's all-seeing eyes, because mothers always have eyes on the back of their head, except she doesn't have a head, really. She has an axe. It was based off like a weird Discord game me and like a server had going for a bit. So, Selma. Not really super deep lore or anything, but she's cool, she exists. And then we skip to my Minecraft OC. She's like the ship of Theseus was a person. How much can you replace before it's not the same anymore? So So she's like an avian. These are not what her original wings would have looked like. So she was an avian, and then got grabbed by an Enderman on accident, and the Enderman teleported with her to the end, but that messed her up, because you're not supposed to teleport with an Enderman. Like, Endermen are just supposed to teleport themselves. So, like, they glitched together a little bit, and that's slowly corrupting her over time, which is all this bit, and it, like, ruined her ability to fly. Like, it clipped her wings. I have some art, like, doodles for her, and where is she in miscellaneous? Oh, no, there she is. That aren't on, like, my, profile, so, like, this. Just fun sketch poses that I never actually used for anything. So just, I have it written in all of her stuff. It's like the ship of Theseus. It's like the ship of Theseus. How many pieces can you replace before you are no longer the same? So that's her. That's her as a person. The ship of Theseus. And then we have the calculator. I haven't drawn art for this in a while. In high school, I got really bored and drew my calculator as a robot. And now she's a calculator robot. And that's it for calculator. Or Tor. And then we have Elgin, which is just a fancy teacup. She's just a fancy teacup. She's a Cuphead character. She's a fancy teacup. She's a librarian. I got really bored writing these book titles, so we have actual book, like Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, and then we have another book title. I can't think of another. She's just a cup librarian with fancy, like, filigree cup texture. That was really hard to replicate a second time. It is just delicate teacup. And so far, all of the characters that I currently have on Artfight at the moment. All 67 that I may have or may not have skipped over a couple. Because I talked about them while actually drawing earlier. Now, there are some characters that I used to have on Artfight, but no longer have on Artfight, like, where are they? Where are they? Like, Flare Charge. They're a feral little goblin. They're a flamethrower. Who's obsessed with snow. This was a Artfight attack that I got. So I didn't draw this. This was from Scrap Toons on Artfight, I'm pretty sure. Their claws are, like, supposed to be longer than this, but they got clipped because they are so small that they would hide under, like, couches and then, like, claw at people's ankles. So they're like a feral cat, and their claws got clipped. I should redraw them. I love them a lot, actually. But yeah, she's obsessed with snow, and she's no longer on Artfight. She used to be. Where's another one that used to be on Artfight? Not Honeybee. Oh man, I have so many characters. I know Doom Vibe was on there. He's like really vain, but his alt mode is a Cybertruck because I thought they looked because they look ugly. So it's like, what if this really vain character had a really ugly car mode, and they can't change it? So that's Doom Vibe. And then Espresso Beans was on there for a bit. When I worked at Starbucks, they're the character that I would like draw to on things to like get through the day because I got really bored. So Espresso Beans. I had packs on there for a bit, and they're from a game called like Sky and the Children of Light. They used to be on Artfight. Where's another one that used to be? I guess Influx is the... Influx used to be on Artfight. This was an Artfight attack I got from Absurda on Artfight. They're a conehead. Yep. They first existed when I had to do sculptures for high school ceramics class. And they're Nightlight's grandfather, basically. I made them... Maybe not related by blood, but that's your grandpappy. That's your grandpa. Pulled her out of the trash. He's like, I found this little creature in the trash. That's mine. It's mine. I found that. Bird Eater also, I think, used to be on Artfight, but I took her off because why in the world did I have her on there in the first place? I don't know. They were like a creepypasta SCP thing that I did a while ago. I never could figure out what they were. They're like built wrong. They're made for like eating birds, but they look like a child. I don't know. Perry was never on there. They're a clown. They're a clown. Madam 8 was never on there. She's a black and white, like, noir film femme fatale, but she's an 8-ball. Beetle was on there for a bit. He's a beetle. He's like a triple changer, so he turns into like a bug, like a beetle, and then he turns into a bug, like a Volkswagen bug. So beetle. Botany was on there. She's a spider. She's like Transformers Prime-esque spider. Admin was a child that I made for Grung and Whirl. And then never made anything more for it. What else do I have on here? That's just is that everything, or is that just Transformers? Can I see all of them, please? I didn't click on Demona, I swear. Let me out. Let me out, Toy House, let me out. I guess that is all of them. Never mind, I lied. I have more. Here's a representation of all of the things that are actually like spider legs. Oh, this is a magical girl villain I made for one of my friends. Like, weird books that he was writing. I got really proud of it, and I was like, I want this one on my toy house. I want her. There's like a... you know, in like a spinny part of the gun? Spinny gun? That's what's behind her. She has multiple eyes. She's like frill pants. She's great. I love her design. I love... all of the evil magical girls I made for that all had like different, like, you know, the tiers of angels, like the the powers. Like, I took all of those and then I was like, time to make magical girls, using those as inspiration. And then I did. That's basically it. I have a few ones that this character never got a body. Chain Burst, and then Broad Shot is another tank that I actually got designed from ages ago. Years and years and years. Before I really knew how to draw robots, but... I'm glad you liked Bullet Angel. She's the only evil magical girl I liked the design of. Here's some of like what her initial sketch work was. She got really high heels. She was the only one I was like, yeah, I'm keeping this one. This is mine. She was based off of the Seraphim. And then I have a Moon Knight OC for no reason. So she's here, and she is the avatar for, I think, yeah, it was Sekhmet. Where is she? I have her in here for my design of Sekhmet. Where did I put her? Where is she? Where is she? Where did she go? Ah, here she is. It's my design for what I would hope Sekhmet would kind of look like in Moon Knight. I put a lot of fun, like, details in there, like the scarab on this part, like the snake coiling around the disc. Yeah, I gotta go soon too. I thank you so much for coming around. I do hope to stream more often and more in the future, and hopefully everything will go to, like, actual plan next time. But I wish you a good rest of your night, day, whatever it happens to be. I should go eat dinner. It's been 3 hours, so dinner. So I think I'm going to move towards stream end and also say goodnight. So I wish everybody good night. I'm glad my VTuber model is working. I'm glad everything besides my tablet fritzing out ended up happening. We'll be back another time. Good night.